get up in there and they I couldn't even laugh. I said, he coming, they finna get out. Oh God, y'all just don't know how I felt that I was not gonna be here because of what happened the other day, a couple of days ago. I never felt so afraid in my life that I was gonna end up hurting myself or hurting someone else, because fatigue creeped in at a vulnerable time where it wasn't no safe havens at all. I'm starting to evaluate some of the posts that I put up. Never talk bad about anybody in any accident. And I'm glad I don't, because this is an eye-opener, okay? And let me explain to y'all what I'm talking about. It took them 7 hours to load that lump on my truck because they was having problems for some reason. They apologized over and over again, which, you know, I'm used to it. You're going to have downtime. That's no problem. You know, I was working on a little system, you know, because everything is disconnected. So I was okay. Once I got loaded, I stopped to the outside of town at a truck stop, and I got me some Red Bull, sunflower seeds, the usual thing, okay? After I left, about less than 10 minutes after I left, fatigue hit me, and I felt it. Okay, I didn't panic right away because, okay, I feel it, I'm finna pull over. I value my sleep. I love sleeping, you know, and when you get a certain age, you don't mind going to sleep early. So this didn't happen because I'm pushing myself. I had to go to Dallas from where I was at. It was only a 6-hour drive, and I had to be there 10 o'clock in the morning was my appointment. So I could have got plenty of rest and then drove 6 hours like it was no problem. Okay, so I wasn't pushing to get to a certain place. Once that fatigue hit me, I started looking for a place to pull over. As it got worse and worse, that's when I started freaking out, because I'm looking at the speedometer doing 15, 20 miles an hour in a 50 miles an hour zone, because I feel I'm losing control of what I'm doing, of this vehicle that I'm operating. Now, this place, a country road, had no shoulders, no vacant lots, nothing for me to utilize a safe place to pull off and go to sleep. I'm really panicking now, okay? It got so bad that I seen a mailbox sticking out. I stopped because I thought it was a stop sign. And I slept. For how long? I have no idea, okay? I didn't know, okay? All I know is I woke up and I realized I was in the middle of traffic. It's in somebody's driveway. So that's when I really started to freak out. Okay, look, I started talking to myself, hey, you got your kids. How are they gonna take this? You need to make it home. You need to be safe. Wake up, snap out of this. Nothing will work. Nothing will work at that point. When your body ready to shut down, it's nothing you can do. If you make it to your destination driving like that, it's because it was luck, okay? Ain't no skills. When it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to sleep. That's the way I look at it. But where was I gonna sleep? I came up to this intersection where the incident took place. Tired. Once again, I stopped, okay? I said, okay. Now, at this point, the GPS rerouted me for a shorter route. I've been doing it the whole trip. I put on there, no thanks, no thanks. When I pulled out to make the right, I looked over there to my left and said, man, there's a parking lot over there. I need that. That's it. I don't remember nothing else until that truck started doing this. That's when I woke up again, and my trailer was in the ditch. Guys, that is the most scariest thing ever happened in my driving career. I get sleepy all the time, but there's places I can pull over and rest it off, and then I continue. At this time, when you are fatigued, okay, and you can't pull over, that is the most dangerous situation you ever can be in. Okay, that's the point I was at. Could not find a place to pull over. And guess what? Thanks to God, that ditch stopped me, because I could have went out there and killed somebody's family member, child, or killed myself. So yeah, I ended up spending close to $5,000 for them to come out there and get me out. Most of the people out there follow me on social media. So they was comforting me and helped me through this, you know, but at the same time, man, just shaking my head, because that is not my profession. That is not a reflection of my professionalism. Because I love to sleep. I don't speed, I drive safe. I respect the motorist that's on the road. Guys, in a situation like this, if I could play it over again, I don't know how I could have even prevented it, because I wasn't sleepy when I left the customer, okay? I wasn't sleepy when I left the last place of Safe Havens. It only hit me after. And it was a hard hit, man. It was a very, very hard hit of fatigue that came on me, that I would stop my truck in the middle of the street thinking it was a stop sign, looking at somebody's mailbox. Normally it's rumble strips. That is a major productions that they drilled into the pavement, okay? These strips, when you run off the road, you know, normally it's on both sides, keep you from running in the ditch. This country road did not have a shoulder on either side. Even if I'd have had a flat, it wouldn't be no place I can pull over. I just had to turn my flashes on and put cones out and right in the middle of the street. But it had it in the middle. So I was riding them rumble strips in the middle just to stay awake, the vibration. Maybe if I had my system up and running, that might would have helped. I don't know. I'd have blasted, you know, at that point, you know, but my radio was tore down. It was unoperational. So I was riding them rumble strips, and it only helped for so much, you know. And when a car comes, the light illuminates and blinds me. So, you know, I get back over. Guys, it was terrifying to me. I never experienced, I experienced fatigue a lot, but nothing on that level to where I'm forced to drive because there's nowhere to pull over. So it's sad to say, I'm glad the ditch stopped me, because right now I probably would be coming home in a pine box or in a whatever body bag, or one of your family members would have been killed by the Basin semi, and then I'm dead anyway, because I definitely don't want to kill nobody's family. So $5,000 to get me out versus it could have been a lot worse. Could have been deadly. You know, I didn't lose the load. For some reason, some told me to bear down and put an extra scrap on that last port. On that last port, I put an extra scrap on there. Okay? So that right there helped that load for me from losing that load. Okay, but see, I probably would not have made it for these kids to get on my nerves. Listen, come here. okay. Come here. Come here.
Hello.
You heard about that accident?
My cousin.
She told you I had an accident?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see. Michael, you heard about that accident? Well, what in the world going on here?
I think it's chalk.
Okay.
And then we got chalk on her hands.
Even that wasn't enough.
What's going on?
This right here wasn't even enough to keep me, to snap me out of my fatigue. And that's being tired. You gonna say hi to everybody?
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The only thing that could have prevented this, if I would just said, hey, you know what? I got plenty of time. I'm just gonna sleep at this truck stop.
If I would.
And that's the only thing. But I wasn't tired at the time. Guys, be safe out there, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know, be safe. I don't know what to say. Just be safe, everybody.